I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So Lyburn hit me up and he said, so I saw your billboard post yesterday. One of my prospects has billboards up. I incidentally saw his ads on Facebook last week. This is a few months after meeting him, and I asked him if he has AI chat set up to respond to leads. So right there, I wouldn't even start asking about AI. I really would keep it's I can't stress this enough. It's like meeting a girl at a bar and trying to date her. You don't go, you're asking her right here to marry you. Or you're asking her like, what's your thoughts on getting married? Like, have you ever thought about that? No, I just met you. Don't even say anything about AI. Get to know them first, right? We all want money in our pockets, and when you start trying to sell from the very beginning, things will become very difficult for you because they put their guard up. They're like, oh no, this guy's trying to sell me AI. Everybody's trying to sell me AI. Just ask him, you know, hey, what's up? I saw your billboards. How are they performing? How do you measure them? How do you know which one does the best? Right? And just get him to talk about himself. Like, how long have you been using billboards? I mean, I saw you have like 20 of them. I keep seeing them everywhere in the city, right? So he responded and asked me to tell him a little bit more. I sent him a response about what AI can do, basically the whole speed to lead speech. I told him it's what I do. The systems we put in place saves you time and increases the conversions by not letting any leads slip through. And he didn't respond. That's why, because you're trying to sell him right away. Here, look, this is what I do. I can save you time. I can save you energy. I can save you money. This is what I do. Let's set up a meeting. That's completely just sales. You're not even giving the guy the option to buy. And Lyron, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm trying to help everybody here, right? And so that's why he didn't respond. Now it turns into a nagging conversation. Hey, I was just following up. Hey, I was just checking to see if you saw my last message. Right now, the guy, the owner, is like, ah, here's another guy trying to sell me something. I'm already spending a shit ton of money on billboards. I don't need his help. He's gonna put this AI in, and we need to assume, right, that they don't know anything about AI. So his business literally might be, he could be a doctor, right? And he personally likes and knows that the personalization is what sells his customers. So when they call, he wants to be on the phone with them. That's what he thinks. And I'm making this up, but you're now giving him an option to say yes or no without even knowing anything about his business. So Lyron says, fast forward to today, about a week later, I messaged him and told him I saw one of his billboards. So right there, instead of saying, hey, I'm just following up, you did a great job, Lyron. I saw one of your billboards. That's probably going to get him to talk. I actually saw it the same day I saw your Facebook ads, but after I sent him the AI gobble, right? So now you switched it up. Hey, I saw one of your billboards. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have like 20 of them, right? I don't know how many he has, but I asked him how many he has. Okay, yeah, I have 20. Let's chat, right? So now you could have saved an entire week's worth of time by just starting the conversation off about the billboards. Forget about the AI. Forget about Go High Level. Forget about the CRM system. It's like dating the girl. Get her to talk, get him to talk about himself, and then start the natural conversation along those lines, right? So now I'm here and I can close this client, meaning I can deliver him great value. This right here, Lyburn, is what you think. You think that you can give him great value based on what you know about Core 4, about Go High Level, about Go High Level Mastery, right? But we have no clue about what this guy really thinks about his value, right? So what I did is I responded to Lyburn and I said, when he asked you what does the AI or how can it help him, you went straight into selling. Don't do that because you're giving him the power to make the decision of yes or no. He's going to hear you and say, speed to lead. I'm not trying to churn these people in. I'm very meticulous of who I want to work with. I don't want AI doing that, right? So what Lyburn thinks is not always on the same page as what the client thinks right away. So instead, in this example, just ask him, well, that's cool. How have the billboards been performing? He's going to answer you right away. He's not going to take a week. How are you keeping track of them? Do you have a way to measure the return on the ad spend with them? Are there times someone calls from the billboard and then they never respond, right? You can change your inflection too in your voice to where it's like, help me understand what's going on. Like, is there ever a time that someone calls? Cool. How do you know that they called from the billboard? What question do you ask them? Hey, where did you find us? Because now we're setting it up. Imagine you're not even saying anything, but you know this in your head. We have tracking numbers. We could just buy another phone number and put it on that billboard, right? And now you're creating this problem. So, what is that problem? Well, Mr. Client, which billboard is outperforming the other one? If you don't have a tracking system, what if there was a way to cancel the billboard in the east side of the city and start putting and doubling down on the one that's working in the west side of the city? And he would be like, well, how would you do that? Well, I mean, I have different ways of doing that. But I know your time is valuable, so like maybe we could set up just a quick 5 to 10 minute phone call and I can go through it with you. But what would that mean for your business if you doubled down on an area? You had one billboard going north to south and the other one going south to north, and now we know exactly where the billboards are performing because that part of the city your clients are driving by, right? And so now he's going to ask you questions. How would you do that? Oh, well, I use this CRM system. I'll tell you about it on the call. If you want, just let me know and I can shoot you my calendar, right? Don't shoot the calendar. Let them start asking you questions, right? So I'm explaining this because, again, like I am good at sales. I can make it natural, but we as Go High Level Mastery students working with Adam and Brandon and Jarrell and everybody in the group, we know too much almost, and we just have to dumb it down and turn it into a regular conversation. And every time you go into a sales call, whether you're a guy or a girl, just think of like being single and trying to meet the guy or the girl at the bar. Like you get a little nervous, right? And it's like, oh, it's just a silly conversation. Just tell her that she has a nice dress. You have a nice dress. Where are you from? That's cool, you know? And just let it build from there. And so then Lyron said, look, I have a meeting with him on Wednesday, and are you saying that for the Wednesday meeting, just ask questions, don't go into the meeting to close him? And I said, look, what's your goal for Wednesday's meeting? I would just sell him on the full proposal scope document. You don't have to do anything. Just be like, look, I'm going to come in, I'll sit down with you. I want to get a full understanding of your business. And if it makes sense, possibly we could work together. And the purpose of this meeting is I want to document everything, get it out from your head, put it on paper, give me and my team a few days to see if we can come up with a more organized, targeted plan. Because based on our conversation, you don't know which billboard is performing that well, right? And so now you're being the consultant, you're not selling him anything. He's like, oh, wow. And in your questioning, you could say like, how much does each one of those billboards bring in? Well, I don't know. I mean, we do have an influx of people. Well, what if I could get you to, this is the type of stuff that bothers me on the what's it called? The Super Bowl commercials. They'll have diabetes medicine commercials, or like, it's like, why are they advertising to me? I don't even have diabetes. There's a better way to do it where you're spending money to reach a bunch of people that it doesn't even apply to, right? So in your questioning, you have to start getting them to think, knowing the arsenal of tools that we have inside Go High Level to do that, right? So that's what I would say, Lyburn, is just go through your Wednesday meeting is, hey, look, you're going to close him for $150 or a $300 document. That's it. Just go in and say, look, I'm going to sit with you. We're going to go through. If it makes sense, I'm going to charge you $150 to be the consultant that you want me to be. And I'm going to give you a clear, understood, crystal clear document of how your business could run with my company if it makes sense. Is that cool? And then when you leave, just have them Venmo you the money. And then you go back, organize the document, and then now you have the document and say, look, before you leave, have them set up another meeting. I would do it maybe like, 7, 8 days later. Just give yourself some cushion, and don't leave that meeting without the $150 in your Venmo, and don't leave the meeting without a second meeting. And so now I want to show you, how do you get these clients, right? So I mean, just go where the money is at. Who are the companies that need this? Anyone that has a job listing for a sales development representative or a business development representative, go to the recruitment websites and see what companies are recruiting for SDRs. Imagine going to the company and saying, "Hey, look, you have all these SDRs. You're paying them, whatever. Look, I search jobs. You're paying them $225,000 a year. What if I could make their job even easier and only have your SDRs on a phone call with targeted, qualified leads by using AI in a system that you already have set up?" I mean, that's like, what are you talking about? How would I do that? Oh, well, I mean, really, we have AI. We put it inside your CRM system that you're already using, which you don't know if they're using Go HighLevel or not, but we could still make it work. And then you start getting their attention, right? I don't know if some of these websites are going to share the name of the company, but all you got to do is just come to LinkedIn, type in SDR. Here's somebody, sales development representative. Join a fast-growing startup changing the real estate investing industry. Okay, here we go. Check out, they've already raised 15 million. We know right away that they have money to spend hiring people because they got $15 million, right? Oh, look at this. Contact and qualify new and existing members to keep their profiles up to date in our CRM. Boom, a DBR campaign. Hey, I was wondering if you guys want, look, they're even paying $55,000 a year for this. 55,000 divided by 12, that's $4,500 a month. You could get these people on for $2,000, $3,000 setup, and $1,000 a month. They have the money right here. Go and help all the SDRs. There's literally 439 results in just the United States. And they're using HubSpot. So you can literally go find the people that work here, go to Backflip, find their website. Here's the CEO, here's the chief product officer, here's the chief marketing officer. Find out what their website is. Backflip, I mean, I'm not very good at LinkedIn, but their website has to be here somewhere, right? Come work for me, an amazing team, right? Okay, Backflip. Just go through and find the contact information for these people. I don't know, Backflip. $15 million raise. And you can find all this stuff, right? Here's their website. Do Backflip, right? Real estate investing takes guts. Why do they not have an AI chatbot right there? I mean, this is how this is how you find these people. Come down here, click on, go through, click on careers, find out who they're hiring, join our team, remote work, remote anywhere in the US. I mean, you can even send a personalized email and say, "Hey, wow, you guys are awesome. I see all kinds of cool stuff here. Here's the Backflip positions. A sales development representative." Boom, go back, look at their website, contact us, find the girl's name from LinkedIn, and go and message her. So I hope this helps. Might have been a little bit long, but Lyburn, hopefully this helps. Just do it in steps, right? The first step is just to get them to reply. Second step is to get them on a 5 to 10 minute phone call. Third step is to sell them a $150 to a $300 document. Fourth step is to present that document and close them on the deal. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Just do it in steps. Stop thinking about the AI on the fourth step. Just think about, how do I get them to reply in a natural way? Hopefully that helps.